So this is a basic spreadsheet that just illustrates the cost of debt. These are hypothetical debts. We're just going to call them credit cards. Let's say you have 20 credit cards. They all have varying balances on them, and they all have varying interest rates. And today, my debt is $20,566. Now, you would obviously fill this in with all the correct information. And over here, this is what the balance is in 30 days, because every month, these accrue every 30 days. So in a month, my debt is going to be $21,000. If I continue holding this debt, it's going to cost me $463 in 30 days. That's what it's going to cost me to keep all of this debt. That's just what I'm paying for the privilege to have this debt. Now, the other way this tool is neat is I can put in, let's say I want to put in $1,000 to start lowering this debt so that this 463 isn't as high next month. What difference does that $1,000 make? Now I'm still paying interest on all this other stuff, but now I'm paying interest on $200 instead of $1,200. So that says negative $550. I'm $550 better off than I was last month, which sucks because I just paid $1,000. I want to be $1,000 ahead. If I put $1,000 towards a 37% interest loan, now I'm $568 ahead. It's not 1,000, but it's getting closer, and that's why you always pay the highest one first. Now, granted, you're going to pay the minimum on all of these. Let's just pretend they're $10 each. That's obviously nonsense. But this is going to keep you out of trouble. You don't want to pay any extra fees or whatever. You want to make sure you paid all your minimums, and then you threw your $1,000 in. Now this has been calculating what you're paying. This is $1,000, $190. That's $10 for 19 cards, and $1,000 into the highest one. This is what we want to do every month. Every month, no matter what your debt is, you go find the highest interest rate or the one that's most risky, which is usually the highest. If it's variable, get the one that's threatening to be higher. So get the highest one, and you throw all your money at it and hit all the rest with the minimums. All right, so you put in $1,190 and you got out $762. Okay, so this is a pretty good example of having debt is a terrible investment. It just is, and we all know that. But we went in debt for a reason, because we needed this. We needed this credit. We needed to buy this thing. We needed this cash in the bank. We needed it for something that was more profitable than this interest rate, in theory. Anyways, anytime you're trying to manage this is just a great little tool, and then you can take this and put your own stuff in here and just see what it looks like. See what happens if I do the minimum and then I go back to this 16 and I put in 1,000 in that one. Oops. 745. It's not as good. I want that to be as high as possible. 745. That's 762. That's a better bang for my buck. So you're going to get closer to knocking all these down faster by just simply paying whichever one of these is higher until it's down to zero. And anyways, I hope that makes some sense.